Does eating the right meat really make a difference in your health after 60? It might sound surprising, but your choice of meats can have a significant impact on how well you age. While some people argue that all meats are the same, the truth is, not all meats are created equal, especially when it comes to senior health. You might be thinking, how could meat possibly affect my health that much? Well, recent scientific studies have revealed that the types of meats you eat after 60 can either boost your health or increase your risks for major health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. The stakes are higher than you think. Before we dive into the details, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us the motivation to create more helpful videos just like this one. And trust me, the information we're about to share could change the way you look at food for good. Now imagine this. What if the secret to feeling younger, having more energy, and living a longer, healthier life was hidden in the meats you choose to eat? Are you ready to learn the truth? Today, we're revealing the 4 meats you must eat to stay strong and healthy, and the 4 meats you should never touch again if you want to avoid some serious health issues. Stick with us till the end because we'll uncover the surprising meats that could be harming your body without you even realizing it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. 4 types of meat you should eat after age 60. 1. Turkey breast. As we get older, it becomes even more important to choose the right foods that keep us active, strong, and healthy. One of the best choices for anyone over 60 is turkey breast. It's a lean, high-protein option that's not only delicious, but also packed with vitamin B6, which helps support energy levels and a healthy immune system. Turkey breast is loaded with protein, and protein is essential for seniors to maintain muscle mass. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass in a condition called sarcopenia, which can lead to weakness and decreased mobility. Adding turkey breast to your diet can help prevent this by giving your body the protein it needs to protect muscles and keep you moving freely. I can tell you a real story about my friend, Mr. NGUY letter 1EC5 and Van H, who's 68. After he started swapping out some of his usual red meat for turkey breast, he noticed a huge boost in his energy and overall well-being. He mentioned that he felt more agile and could keep up with his grandchildren without feeling exhausted, which made him so happy. A study published in Nutrients in 2021 found that seniors who ate lean poultry like turkey at least 3 times a week had a 42% lower rate of age-related muscle loss. That's a big deal, especially as we all know that muscle loss can lead to more falls, fractures, and even hospital stays as we get older. Another benefit of turkey breast is its rich vitamin B6 content. This vitamin is crucial for brain function, and for those of us over 60, keeping our minds sharp becomes even more important. Vitamin B6 helps produce serotonin, which is the brain's natural mood booster. This means turkey breast isn't just good for your muscles. It can also support a more positive mood and mental clarity. Have you tried turkey breast in your meals yet? How do you include it in your diet? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. Turkey breast is just one example of how the right food choices can transform your health. But what about red meat, which has gotten a bad reputation over the years? Let's take a look at grass-fed beef next, and see how it compares to other types of meat, especially for seniors. 2. Grass-fed beef. When it comes to maintaining good health as we age, making the right food choices is crucial. One of the best options for seniors is grass-fed beef, a nutrient-packed meat that provides omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin B12. These nutrients are essential for reducing inflammation, preserving muscle mass and supporting brain function, all of which are especially important after 60. As we age, sarcopenia, muscle loss, becomes a significant concern. Grass-fed beef is rich in protein, which is vital for maintaining muscle mass and strength. Additionally, it contains omega-3s, which help reduce inflammation, a major factor in joint pain, heart disease, and cognitive decline. By adding grass-fed beef to your diet, you're providing your body with the essential nutrients it needs to combat these challenges. Let me share the experience of my friend John Davis, a 72-year-old senior who was struggling with joint pain and mental fatigue. After incorporating grass-fed beef into his diet twice a week, he noticed a significant improvement. His joint pain decreased, and he felt sharper and more energetic. He even mentioned that he could now engage in his favorite activities, like gardening and reading, without feeling tired or distracted. His story is a perfect example of how a small change in diet can have a big impact on both physical and mental health. Studies back up the benefits of grass-fed beef. A study from California State University found that people who switched to grass-fed beef had a 25% reduction in inflammation markers and improved their omega-3 to omega-6 ratio by 300%. This can lower the risk of heart disease and promote overall health. Furthermore, grass-fed beef is high in vitamin B12, which is essential for brain health. A Harvard Medical School study found that seniors who consumed B12-rich foods, like grass-fed beef, experienced slower cognitive decline compared to those who were B12 deficient. Have you tried grass-fed beef in your diet? What changes have you noticed in your health? Share your experiences with us in the comments. Now that we've covered the benefits of grass-fed beef, let's move on to another powerful food for seniors. Wild-caught salmon. This fish is packed with nutrients that help keep your brain and body strong as you age. 3. Wild-caught salmon. Wild-caught salmon is an exceptional source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for improving brain function and reducing depression. Omega-3s are crucial for maintaining cognitive health and supporting mental clarity, especially as we age. These healthy fats can have a significant impact on reducing the risk of cognitive decline, which is a common concern for seniors. As we age, our brains need extra support to stay sharp. Omega-3s, particularly DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, found in wild-caught salmon, play a vital role in improving memory and cognitive function. Research from the University of Pittsburgh followed 2,000 seniors over 8 years and found that those who ate wild-caught salmon twice a week had 30% less cognitive decline and a 40% lower rate of depression compared to those who didn't eat fish regularly. Let me share the story of my friend Helen, who is 68 years old. For years, she struggled with mental fog and anxiety. After adding wild-caught salmon to her diet, eating it twice a week, she felt a noticeable change. She told me, "I feel more mentally clear now, and my anxiety has decreased significantly. I can focus better and enjoy my daily activities without feeling overwhelmed." Helen's experience is a perfect example of how dietary changes, like adding wild-caught salmon, can significantly improve mental clarity and reduce anxiety. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition reinforces this, showing that consuming omega-3 rich fish like wild-caught salmon can improve brain health and reduce symptoms of depression. The study concluded that eating fish twice a week helps slow cognitive decline and manage depression, both of which can be common issues for older adults. In addition to benefiting brain health, Wild-caught salmon also supports muscle mass preservation. Omega-3s aid in protein synthesis, which is vital for keeping muscles strong and reducing muscle loss as we age. How has eating wild-caught salmon benefited you? Have you noticed improvements in your mood or mental clarity? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. 4. Wild game meat, venison, elk, bison. Wild game meats like venison, elk, and bison are not only delicious, but they're also packed with omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin B12, two nutrients that are vital for seniors. These nutrients help protect the brain, slow cellular aging, and preserve cognitive function, all of which are especially important as we age. Why is wild game meat so beneficial? Wild game meat is leaner than conventional meats, making it a healthier choice for seniors. It's rich in omega-3s, which play a key role in reducing inflammation, a major factor in conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and cognitive decline. These omega-3s also support brain function, helping to improve memory and mental clarity, something that naturally declines with age. Let me share a story about my friend, Tom, who's 70. For years, he struggled with joint pain and feeling mentally drained. After switching to eating wild game meat like venison and elk twice a week, he noticed a huge difference. He told me, "I feel mentally clearer now and my joint pain has gone down. I feel more energetic and can enjoy my hobbies again without getting tired so quickly." Tom's experience is a perfect example of how a small diet change can have a major impact on both your physical and mental well-being. Studies also support these benefits. A long-term study by Harvard Medical School found that people who ate wild game meat, such as venison, had biological markers that were 15 years younger than those who ate conventional meats. This proves that the right foods can make a significant difference in how we age. Wild game meats are high in vitamin B12, which is essential for brain health. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing B12, making it even more important to consume B12-rich foods. Have you tried wild game meat like venison or bison? How did it affect your energy, joint pain, or mental clarity? Share your experience with us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Now that we've seen how wild game meat can benefit your brain and body, let's shift gears. It's just as important to know which meats you should avoid after the age of 60. While some meats can help you thrive, others can quietly damage your health and speed up the aging process. Let's explore which meats to stay away from in order to keep yourself healthy and vibrant in your golden years. 4 types of meat you should avoid as you get older. 1. Processed meats, ham, salami. Processed meats like ham and salami are common in many American homes. They're convenient, tasty, and have a long shelf life. But unfortunately, these meats come with serious health risks, especially for seniors. Processed meats are high in nitrates and sodium, which have been linked to colon cancer and heart disease. The preservatives used to extend the shelf life of these meats can increase inflammation in the body, a key factor in aging and many chronic diseases. For older adults, processed meats are especially dangerous. The high sodium content in these meats can lead to high blood pressure, which increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even kidney problems. Nitrates found in processed meats also convert into nitrosamines during digestion, and these compounds are carcinogenic, meaning they increase the likelihood of developing colorectal cancer. Studies have shown that consuming processed meats regularly raises the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. For seniors, whose bodies are more vulnerable, this risk is even higher. Take Janet W., a 70-year-old woman from California who used to eat ham sandwiches and deli meats every day. After years of eating processed meats, she started feeling sluggish, and her doctor found she had high cholesterol and was at risk for heart disease. Janet decided to cut back on processed foods and switched to a more natural, clean diet. A few months later, she noticed a huge improvement in her energy, and her cholesterol levels dropped. Her doctor was thrilled with the results, noting how much healthier she looked and felt. Janet's story highlights how harmful processed meats can be, especially as we age. Studies support the dangers of processed meats. The American Heart Association warns that processed meats can increase the risk of heart disease due to their high levels of sodium and unhealthy fats. The World Health Organization, WHO, has classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, which means they are known to cause cancer. In fact, research from the American Institute for Cancer Research shows that eating just 50 grams of processed meat per day, about 2 slices of ham, can increase the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. Have you noticed any changes in your health after cutting back on processed meats like ham or salami? How did it affect your energy and overall health? We'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Sharing your story might inspire others to make healthier food choices. Now that we've explored the risks of processed meats and their links to heart disease and cancer, let's talk about bacon and sausage. While delicious, these foods also come with serious health risks, especially for seniors. 2. Bacon and sausage. Bacon and sausage are breakfast staples in many American homes, but they come with serious health risks, especially for seniors. These processed meats are high in carcinogenic compounds and saturated fats, which can raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease and colon cancer. As we age, the effects of saturated fats in bacon and sausage become more pronounced. These fats can raise LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, putting you at greater risk for heart disease and stroke. Additionally, nitrates and nitrites found in these meats turn into nitrosamines in the body, which are carcinogenic and linked to cancer, particularly colon cancer. Take Ed, a 74-year-old friend of mine who used to have bacon every morning. During a checkup, his doctor found his cholesterol levels were dangerously high. Ed's doctor pointed out that his bacon-heavy diet could be contributing to his heart health issues. After switching to healthier options like turkey and fish, Ed noticed his cholesterol improved and he felt more energetic. This change shows how cutting back on processed meats can benefit seniors' heart health. The World Health Organization, WHO, has classified processed meats like bacon and sausage as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning they are proven to cause cancer. Research from Harvard University found that regular consumption of bacon and sausage increases the risk of pancreatic cancer by 67% and colorectal cancer by 21%. For seniors, these risks are even higher as their bodies are more vulnerable to such health issues. Have you noticed a difference in your health after cutting back on bacon or sausage? How has it impacted your cholesterol or energy? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your experience might inspire others to make healthier choices. Now that we've covered the risks of bacon and sausage, let's move on to the next common food, hot dogs. Although a quick snack, hot dogs carry their own set of health risks, especially for seniors. Let's dive into why they should be limited in your diet after 60. 3. Hot dogs and sausages. Hot dogs and sausages are common comfort foods, especially at cookouts or as quick meals. However, these processed meats pose significant health risks, particularly for seniors. They're loaded with preservatives, sodium, and nitrites, which can contribute to inflammation and increase the risk of heart disease and cancer. For older adults, the risks of consuming these processed meats are especially concerning. The high sodium content in hot dogs and sausages can raise blood pressure, putting you at higher risk for heart disease and stroke. Additionally, nitrites used as preservatives can turn into nitrosamines when digested, which are carcinogenic and linked to colon cancer. Chronic inflammation caused by these compounds accelerates aging and contributes to many age-related diseases. Take Jack, a 72-year-old man, for example. Jack loved his hot dogs but noticed his blood pressure rising. After a visit to the doctor, he was advised to cut back on processed foods, particularly hot dogs and sausages. He switched to leaner, homemade meats like turkey and chicken, and within months, his blood pressure improved and he felt more energetic. Jack's story shows how cutting out processed meats can significantly improve your health, especially as you age. Experts confirm these risks. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies processed meats like hot dogs as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning they are proven to cause cancer. Research from Harvard University found that eating 50 grams of processed meat daily, about one hot dog, increases the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. This risk is even higher for seniors, whose bodies are more vulnerable to these harmful chemicals. Have you felt a difference in your health after cutting back on hot dogs or sausages? How did it affect your cholesterol or energy levels? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story could inspire others to make healthier choices. Now that we've covered the risks of hot dogs and sausages, let's move on to another popular yet risky food: processed ground meats. These often overlooked products can also have a negative impact on your health, particularly after 60. Let's explore why it's best to avoid them as we age. 4. Processed ground meats. Processed ground meats, such as pre-seasoned burgers, sausages, and meatballs, are convenient and tasty, but they come with serious health risks, especially for seniors. These products are loaded with preservatives, sodium, and chemicals that extend shelf life, but also contribute to inflammation and accelerate cellular aging, increasing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. Processed ground meats contain preservatives like phosphates and MSG, which are linked to increased inflammation. Chronic inflammation speeds up the aging process and raises the risk of conditions like arthritis and heart disease. A study by the University of Michigan found that people who ate processed ground meats had biological markers of aging that were up to 10 years older compared to those who ate fresh, unprocessed meats. This shows how processed foods can impact how we age. Take Barbara, a 68-year-old woman who loved processed ground meats like sausages and pre-seasoned burgers. After routine blood tests showed early signs of high cholesterol and joint pain, her doctor advised her to switch to fresh, lean meats. A few months later, Barbara noticed a big improvement. Her energy levels were higher and her joint pain decreased. She told me, "I feel better than I have in years. I don't get tired as quickly." Barbara's story is a perfect example of how cutting out processed foods can improve your health, especially as you age. Experts agree on the dangers of processed meats. The American Heart Association warns that these meats, with their high sodium and unhealthy fats, can raise blood pressure and increase the risk of heart disease. The University of Michigan study also showed that processed ground meats contain 400% more inflammatory compounds than fresh meats, contributing to faster aging and increasing the risk of chronic health problems. Have you cut back on processed ground meats like sausages or pre-seasoned burgers? How did it affect your cholesterol or overall health? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire others to make healthier choices. Now that we've covered the risks of processed ground meats, let's talk about another popular food: processed deli meats. These may seem like an easy option, but they come with their own set of health risks that you should be aware of, especially after 60. So to recap, when it comes to eating right after 60, it's all about choosing the right meats. Meats like turkey, grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, and wild game can help you maintain strong muscles, keep your brain sharp, reduce inflammation, and even add years to your life. On the other hand, processed meats like ham, sausages, hot dogs, and bacon not only harm your health, but also increase the risk of serious diseases like heart disease and cancer. The choice is clear. Making the right food choices can completely transform your health and longevity. Pay attention to what your body is telling you, and start making healthier food choices today to ensure a long, vibrant life. If this video helped you understand more about the meats you should and shouldn't eat after 60, don't forget to hit that like button and share this with your loved ones. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and insights. Thank you for watching until the end. We're here to help you live a healthier life. We'll see you in the next video where we'll share even more tips for healthy aging.